FSBOs are selling on their own, and there's virtually no expired listings. Inventory is at an all-time low. And like many real estate agents, you're probably wondering, how in the world can I get listings in a market like this? In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 different strategies to get listings in this market without having to compete with other real estate agents. And here's the best part. All of these lead strategies will help you not only get listings, but you won't have to worry about getting beat up on your commission. The reality is that inventory is at an all-time low in the US. In fact, based on this report right here from Realtor.com, inventory sits at about 2 months worth of inventory for unsold properties on the market. And in some markets, inventory is even lower than that. With the number of home sales increasing, if we don't see new homes hit the market and new listings come into the marketplace, we could potentially, for the first time ever, see a market where there are no homes for sale. So the question is, how do you go in the marketplace and get new listings? Here's how. Strategy number 1, leveraging buyers to get listings. First, if you have buyers, great. If not, no worries. You can get a list of buyers from other agents in your office. And when you have a short list of buyers, here's what you're going to want to find out: their price range and the specific area, or better yet, the specific neighborhood they want to live in. From there, you're going to create a list inside your MLS that meets that buyer's criteria, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So once you're logged into your MLS, you're going to put in the specific city that your buyers list, that your buyers want to live, and then you're going to go into the specific neighborhood that the buyers are potentially considering to purchase a home, where they can't find any listings, obviously, because there's nothing on the market. And you're going to draw a simple radius right around the specific neighborhood that this buyer or the list of buyers wants to live. And then all you're simply going to do is you're going to hit results, and you're going to find a huge list of properties that are not only obviously active, but all the list of homeowners that are in this area, okay? And what you want to do is you want to grab this list of homes, and then in this area, there's 664 homeowners. Grab this list, download this list right outside of your MLS. You can hit export right here, and then you're going to have the list of homeowners that fit the buyer's criteria. Then you can upload that list into a prospecting platform like Vulcan 7. This way, you can get the property owner's cell phone number and email address. If you don't have Vulcan 7, I have a link to them in the description. You can try them out for $49. In my opinion, I believe it's the best listing lead generation platform in the industry. Then you can simply call the homeowners on the list using this script. Hi, Jill. Jill, this is Brandon. I'm a local realtor, and I'm calling because we have a specific buyer approved up to $400,000 looking to buy a home just like yours in Steamboat Springs. And as you know, there are no homes for sale right now. And with prices being so high, I was curious if you were considering selling and taking advantage of the market. Another way you can contact these homeowners to see if they're potentially considering selling is you can send them a simple letter like this. The letter simply is going to say, "Dear Jill, we have a specific buyer approved for $350,000 looking to buy a home in Steamboat Springs, and I noticed your home is exactly what they're looking for. As you may have heard, there are little to no homes for sale, and I was curious if you were considering selling in the near future and taking advantage of home prices being at all-time highs. If you are, please call me immediately." And even a better way than just sending this letter through mail, I would prefer that you door knock the neighborhood and drop these letters off in person, because now you have an opportunity to meet the homeowner, to ask them the questions that you were going to ask them in the letter anyways, to see if they're potentially looking to sell. This strategy is extremely powerful because it positions you in the marketplace or in that neighborhood with a specific homeowner where the homeowner says, okay, there's already a buyer for my house. I potentially don't have to list it. Don't have to worry about showings. Don't have to worry about open houses. And I don't have to worry about any of the headache. And I have a buyer who's already approved for what I want to sell my house for. I know in this market I can get a premium potentially. So this sets up to be a very, very powerful message that you're delivering to these homeowners. If we haven't met yet, my name is Brandon Mulrenin. I own a real estate brokerage firm and I coach real estate agents just like you all over the country. And if you like videos like this, I put a ton of work and research into editing the video and making sure that you get as much value from this video as possible. And with that said, I'd ask you with much love and respect that if you find value in this video so far, that you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really, really helps me out. Now, let's get into strategy number 2, leveraging active buyer lists. This strategy is extremely powerful because you have access, whether you know it or not, and I'm about to show you how, to provide a homeowner with an active list of buyers that are looking for a home just like theirs right now. Here's how you can create a list in your MLS. What you want to do is grab a listing, and in this case, I'll just use this one as an example, and I click here, and all I want to do is hit reverse prospect, and inside your MLS, you're going to be able to pull up a list of all the agents that are working with buyers that specifically like this property. And so imagine the value in being able to print off a list like this and show this to an actual homeowner to say, Mr. Homeowner, there are 65 buyers right now looking for a property just like yours in this neighborhood, in this price range, with features just like yours. Have you thought about selling? And once you've created the list, you'll want to use the strategies that I outlined in strategy number 1 to contact each homeowner to deliver and communicate the information on this active buyer list. Strategy number 3, absentee owners. These are property owners that own another home or another piece of property or other real estate where they don't live. These are by far my number 1 listing lead source. Here's why. 1, little to no competition. Most real estate agents that I talk to don't even know about this lead source, let alone prospect this lead source on a consistent basis. Number 2, for many of these property owners, these properties, these homes, whether they be a second home, a vacation home, or a rental property, bring them unwanted stress. Dealing with upkeep and tenants is something that many of these homeowners just don't want to deal with. Number 3, increasing home values. With real estate values being at all-time highs, and many of these homeowners, many of these property owners not wanting to deal with the stress or the headache, in addition to very low to little to no competition at all, makes absentee owners a phenomenal listing lead opportunity for you. There's 3 ways you can get these leads. 1, you can get them inside your MLS using a resource called Remind. Let me show you how. Once you're logged into your MLS, you want to go ahead and open up the Remind tab, and then you can click into any city in your state. So we want to put in the city that you want to go after, select the city, and all you need to do is click this little tab right here, which says absentee owner. Okay, so I want to just say absentee owner in state, absentee owner out of state, and I want to hit apply. And what you're going to find is just in this little city, there's 431 absentee owners or homeowners that own a piece of real estate where they don't live, potentially causing them great stress and great frustration, where these properties are worth more than they ever have before, giving you a great opportunity to reach out, get the property on the market, and get it sold. The other way you can find these absentee owner leads is in my favorite listing lead platform, which is Vulcan 7. Again, I link to them in the description. So once you're logged into the platform here on Vulcan 7, all you hit is neighborhood search. You start a new search. And then all you have to do once you're in here is you can say, all right, I want to do a 3-mile radius, which is inside of my city. And all I want to do is uncheck the owner occupied. And I only want is the non-owner occupied leads, which are absentee owners, and hit generate list. And this is going to generate a list of all the absentee owner leads in your market. And then the third way you can get absentee owner leads is by using a company that we also use called the Share Group. I'll link to them in the description. Now, if any of this is making sense to you so far and you want help implementing any of these strategies you've learned, I'm actually now accepting new students into my lifetime mentorship program. I'll put a link in the description for you to schedule a one-on-one coaching consultation so you can learn how my program works and decide if it's right for you. Strategy number 4, likely to sell. This is another listing lead source where the homeowner has high motivation and there's very low competition. In fact, after hearing the details on how this lead source works, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section if you've ever heard of this lead source before or know any real estate agent that's actually working this lead source. According to this analysis from Zillow, aging baby boomers will be the key to our housing inventory crisis. The analysis determined that on average, every single year, there's about 730 homes that are sold by seniors that are 60 years or older. Now, from 2017 to 2027, that number is expected to rise to 920,000 homes a year that are going to be sold every year by seniors 60 years or older. And the number of new listings this demographic is even going to get higher in years 2027 through 2037, which they're estimating about 1.1 million seniors selling their homes each year. So here's what you want to do. You want to build another list of homeowners that includes the following. These homeowners should have at least 2 stories, been in their home for 20 plus years, and the home has no mortgage. Here's how you build that list inside Remine, which is connected to your MLS. Let me show you how. So once you're back into your MLS, all you're simply going to want to do is once you've created the city that you're looking to prospect and generate listing leads in, you're going to put into the search here a couple things. First, ownership time. So you want to select 20 years plus and hit apply. Advanced. And this is going to bring up another screen for you to put in a couple more things to get this list even more targeted. So under structure, what I like to do is under floors, is I got to make sure that these properties have at least 2 floors. Why? Because most seniors that are going to be downsizing need to be on a ranch style property as they get older. They can no longer go to the master bedroom on the 2nd floor. So we like to put in ownership type, 20 plus years, 2 levels to the property. And what we want to do, what Remind allows you to do inside their platform, under mortgage, we want to say, okay, we want to go after all the homeowners that have no mortgage on the property. Okay. In this case, in this little city, in my market, there are 72 of these leads. What you want to do is download this list, upload it into your prospecting platform, and then you want to start contacting these homeowners. These are another listing lead source where the motivation to sell is high, where there's little to no competition. Quite frankly, you could build an entire listing-based business off this one lead source alone. And the best part, in my experience in working with seniors, most of them don't have a relationship already in place with a real estate agent like many of the younger folks do in this market. Strategy number 5, probate listings. No matter what happens with the real estate market, no matter what type of market we're in, low inventory, high inventory, buyer, seller's market, doesn't matter. People, unfortunately, will die. And here are the facts. 85% of homeowners right now do not have a trust in place which is what's needed to avoid probate. There are about 70,000 new probate cases filed every year in your state, of which 80% on average have real estate that needs to be sold. This means there's about 50,000 listing opportunities for you in your market every year, regardless of what's happening with the real estate market. So you're probably asking, well, Brandon, great. Where do I find these probate leads? I get my probate leads from a company called usprobateleads.com. I'm showing you my contact on the screen right now. The sales manager, his name is Jeff Sweet. Here's his number, here's his email. And if you mention my name, he'll give you a discount, which for 100 probate leads, you can get them for $256. You'll get the executor's name, who you want to contact. You'll get up to 3 phone numbers, their address, and their email. And in addition to that, you're also going to get their attorney's contact information as well as the deceased. Strategy number 6, divorce listings. There are over 2 million people every year that get divorced, of which over 50% have to sell the marital home, which sets up for yet again another great listing opportunity for you, regardless of what the real estate market is doing. Here's the best part about working this lead source. When a divorcing couple sells their marital home, in many cases, they each want to buy a new home, which results in a potential 3 additional real estate transactions working just with one prospect and one lead source. Now, as far as generating divorce listing leads, yes, you can get a list of people that have filed for divorce, but in my experience, I've had a lot better success working with divorce attorneys and getting referrals from a divorce attorney as part of my referral partner program. Now, if you want help implementing any of the strategies that I've outlined in today's video, like I mentioned before, I'm now accepting additional students into my lifetime mentorship program. I'm going to put a link. It'll be the first link in the description. You can schedule a one-on-one coaching consultation. We'll explain exactly how the program works, and at the end of the call, you can decide if working with me makes any sense or not. I hope today's video you found value. And if so, be sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of my new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video very soon.